Hi everyone, I am Brittani Krebbs and I am the creator of the YouTube channel Brit Plus Con. Brit Plus Con is a channel that brings hope and encouragement to the military community, and I hope to bring some encouragement and hope to this video too. This video I will be talking about boot camp advice. This is the very first really trial that you go through as a military couple, and there are some things that I've learned and want to share with you on how to get through boot camp. Okay, so the very first tip that I would give is don't overwhelm yourself with all the information. And I know that it can be stressful when your significant other leaves to boot camp, that you are asking all the questions of TRICARE, letters, when am I gonna get a letter, when am I gonna get a phone call, how long is boot camp, benefits, and just all of the information that's out there about being a military couple. And I just wanna say, just take a deep breath and just know that your answers are gonna come soon. They don't need to come all at once. You're going to learn about TRICARE, and you probably will never really fully understand TRICARE, to be honest. You're gonna learn about benefits, you're gonna learn how long boot camp is once he gets there and what his experience is gonna be like, because it does change based on what branch you're in. You're gonna get a letter soon. It might take a little bit, but you will. So really, if you have all of these questions, just take a deep breath first, relax, and then, you know, if you need to Google things to figure them out, do that 100%. Figure out your answers, but try not to stress about it. Try not to overwhelm yourself with all the information there is to know about being a military significant other, because trust me, it always changes. The military never has 100% answers. Every single person has a different job, has a different rank, has a different branch, and so every situation is gonna vary. So just take a deep breath and answers will come when they need to. Number two is it is 100% okay to be sad. And I know that that seems pretty simple and pretty basic, but at least for me, I would always hide my tears, or I would say that crying was weak and I couldn't cry if I felt sad and I need to be strong for him. And a lot of that verbiage I would use, but slowly I realized it is okay to be sad. If I'm sad, that's okay. It's better than stuffing it down and never really processing those emotions. So one of the things that I would say on my channel is that give yourself, 2 or 3 days to just be sad, to just lay in bed, eat ice cream, pizza, salad, whatever you want to eat. And then after those days, go out and make some memories for yourself. Because I know, at least for us, one of the best times was us coming back together and sharing our memories that we had while he was in boot camp and I was in college. We would always share those memories. So just give yourself a chance to be sad. Give yourself a chance to let those emotions out if you need to, because once you let them out, you are really gonna feel better. Number 3 is find community. Find people that are like you. And that's specifically also important because of number 2, where if you're sad and you let it out, you're still gonna need people behind you the rest of the time to encourage you and support you. And if you're sad again, to be able to express and tell them how you feel. But a community can make memories with you, go on hikes. I know we love hiking now that we live in Washington. Doing fun things with your community while your significant other is gone. So being able to have a community, make friends, things like that is going to, 1, just be amazing in making memories, but 2, help you not be so isolated, because that does happen when you're in a military relationship. So starting off your military journey, finding community is going to be so important. Another tip that I would recommend, which was actually suggested to me, was write letters before they even send you a letter. You getting a letter is probably going to take anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, because they do send you a letter first to give you their address so that you can send one back. It'll probably take that much, but if you are someone who loves to journal or loves to write, I would just encourage you to get a journal and write your daily thoughts or what you did that day, so that you can put them in one envelope once you have his address and just send him all the things that you've been doing. Even if you're sad, even if you're, you know, the most excited person in the world, like whatever emotion you're feeling, write it down so you can send it to them. A really great thing about Sandbox is that unlike snail mail, Sandbox will get to your significant other in boot camp within 1 or 2 days. That's amazing. I did not have Sandbox when we were going through boot camp, and we probably sent a total of like 5 or 6 letters because of how slow it was. So you can send so many more letters with Sandbox, which is amazing. So that's awesome. But like I said, before you even get that first letter, try to write your thoughts down. Try to write as much as you can to send to them. Number 5, which can seem kind of hard sometimes, is grow and challenge yourself. And for me, one of the biggest challenges that I ever put on myself during my husband's military career was for me to learn how to cook, for me to learn how to bake. You may not know this if you don't know me, but I am a terrible cook. I'm a terrible baker. But now I'm actually pretty good at it. I've learned a lot, and every time he was gone, I got better and better and better. And I'd like to think that my subscribers are happy for me about that, because I'm happy about that. So challenge yourself in learning new things, growing as a person, growing in relationships and friendships, and being a daughter or a sister or a brother or whoever you are, just growing in those family relationships while your significant is gone. Because I will tell you, one of the hardest things is the anticipation of wanting your significant to be back, but then also after they're back, you start your life together or growing those relationships. Because this is kind of hard to say, but the reality is when you leave to go to a different state, your family isn't going to go with you. And so it's an amazing opportunity, especially during boot camp and then also A and C school, to be able to grow in relationship with your family and get closer to them. So those were all the tips that I have, and I hope they encouraged you and allowed you to take a breath for just a second. I'm excited for you on this new military journey and boot camp and what that's gonna do. I will say also as another encouragement that the military takes you to places you never thought you would go, to see beautiful mountains, to see oceans, to see even beautiful people, because like there's some amazing people in this country that I never would have met if it wouldn't have been for the military. So just be excited about it. I know this is a kind of tough journey that you're about to be on, but it's also amazing and it's super rewarding. So thanks for watching and enjoy these tips.